back to PyroFalkon Plays Monster Rancher 4. If you're watching this on July 8th, 2015, then the video didn't come out quite as fast as I wanted it to, but I've been sick. If you heard the last 4 episodes of Cities Skylines I did, I was sounding like I was on death's door, but I'm nice and healthy now. I can actually breathe. It's a humid, rainy day, which means it's perfect for doing a Let's Play. And it's been 2 days since I've posted a video, so we need to get something out. So in the last episode of Monster Rancher 4, and I actually watched my own videos for once to remember where I was at, we went through the volcano, taught Loza fire kick and such, and he is pretty much ready to go. And we unfortunately saw Ryu, our Phoenix, humiliating himself, much to my chagrin. I mean, he won the tournament, but my god, it took us way too long to get there, especially since he was timid the whole way through. Hopefully we can work on that in today's session. So we have our plan. I did plan a bunch of fights out. Ryu's a D class now, and usually I will send them to actually see where they are at, but I don't really want to do that with him because his bonding is still garbage. Where was that again? Me? There it is. Bonding is ugh. Ugh. Just ugh. 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 We'll work on that. Wait, what did it say he liked? Maybe I should give him gifts. Damn it, keep hitting the wrong buttons. It's been a while. I always say that at the start of every session. He likes battle, dislikes play, so he probably wouldn't like too many presents unless I start giving him swords or something. But we have a plan. The only thing I don't have in my notes is a goal for New Jack. Oh, that's because New Jack's old enough that at this point we're just pumping him full of accuracy, and we don't really care what else happens to him because he is in life stage 5, which means he's going to die soon. But Ryu does have a goal. We're going to have him work on the M target, even though that will exhaust... Wait, he's life stage 1. Never mind. Back to my old rules that, as long as they are children, which he is, he's in life stage 1, then he does not use objects. Because it seems like in life stage 1, they don't get as many, they don't get the benefit from objects that they should later. Alright, so Aerith's goal was power 10. She's there, so we'll clear that. Loza's goal is power 15. New Jack has no goal. Lubu's goal is accuracy 30. Ryu's goal is accuracy 15. Okay. It's been a while since I fought with Aerith, and I don't quite remember where she's at. Because I know she has all 3 of her monster stars for the, she has all 3 of her monster stars for the E class, which means she qualifies for the official D class, or rather E class tournament, so she can be promoted to E class. But when is that taking place? That's taking place April 3. She signed up for it. I guess I'll just keep working on her power until then. She's kind of weird because pixies are supposed to be highly intelligent, and oh, that's not even the right... God damn it, stop hitting the wrong buttons, me. Yeah, there we go. So she's supposed to be highly intelligent because pixie classes tend to have more green attacks, intelligence attacks. But since she's the Kasumi class, the Kasumi special, she doesn't have... Well, she's balanced. We'll have to take her into the volcano at some point and teach her some new moves and try to figure out what to do with her and what direction to take her training. In fact, whoops. I am half tempted to do that anyway, because I mentioned that I want to get Loza. Loza needs the fire, he needs fire lore, and Aerith needs moves, because she needs options. Ryu's in good shape. New Jack can rest. We'll just head to the volcano now. And we'll do the same thing we did in the last time we did an adventure, where we're not going to stick around for very long. We are going to stay there long enough to get some experience points, and we're going to keep, I thought I could do that without sniffing into the microphone. Sorry. Still have allergies, still pissing me off. So you're gonna have to deal with that more often than I want you to, which is not at all. Anyway, we're gonna head into the volcano, and we're just gonna go through it as fast as possible. We're not gonna explore every little path. I mainly just want to try to get Loza and Aerith to get their goals. You need something light. I'm telling you, allergies frickin' suck. I hate them. They can go and die. I hate allergies. I can't remember if I've talked about this. I probably haven't talked about it in the Monster Rancher videos, but, like, I'm allergic to fricking everything that grows out of the ground. Hay fever, pollen, that kind of thing. Not allergic to any food, or bees, which is good, but anyway. So I have to deal with this every frickin' year, and it's not a surprise that I had to deal with it. It is a surprise that it hit me this early, because usually my allergies don't hit me until the end, well, maybe the middle of August, the end of August, somewhere in there. It hit me in the frickin' first week of June this year, so it's knocked me on my ass. If you ever go back and watch some of my old videos, especially the ones that I timestamp around middle August, early September, I can never breathe, and it's going to just be that way until I move out of freaking Ohio, in freaking Pollen Valley. I hate this place. But it could be worse, because I've seen pictures of Connecticut and Vermont that, like, the pollen is so thick there, it literally covers everything. Like, I'd look for pictures, but they're all image protected, and I don't need content ID bullshit on my channel. But anyway, you can look it up if you want to. But, like, there's one particular picture where there's so much pollen on a car, it looks like it snowed. It's awful. Just seeing it sets my allergies aflutter. I hate it. I've always thought that if I'm going to move, I want to move, like, somewhere drier, like Arizona. Not specifically Arizona. For anyone who hasn't been to the United States, Arizona is basically a desert state, unless you want to gamble your... Wait, that's Nevada. Anyway, Arizona is still pretty dry and hot and very deserty, and it's annoying. And most old people like it because it's nice and warm, sort of like Florida. But I don't want any part of it. I do not want any part of Arizona or any other deserty place. Those deserts suck. Yeah. Tons of experience. I don't think I've taken Aerith into one of my adventures yet, so she should probably get a ton of experience from this. Oh, now she does have a few levels. Star Shower. Okay. Let's take a look at Star Shower. So, I didn't... Excuse me. Life damage A, accuracy D, compared to this, which is D and C. Okay. I didn't want to go adventuring as often as I have been, but it's part of the problem when you have new monsters and you just have to grind for moves and whatever. I still am arguing with myself and go back and forth about whether I like it compared to the old ways in Monster Rancher 1 and 2, where you learn new moves just by fighting. Just by fighting in tournaments, you learn new moves. And it's like... It's kind of nice having the variety, but when your variety is a bunch of grinding, is it really any different or better? I mean, I don't know. And the fact that you can't really carry moves down the generational lines is kind of obnoxious as well, so... I don't know, I guess you take the good with the bad. Monster Rancher 4 is one of my 10 favorite games of all time, but it is not perfect. Even my #1 favorite game of all time is not perfect, and I'm not blind to any game's flaws. Although I tend to be more forgiving to games' flaws than some critics, mostly because I'm not a critic. It's kind of an interesting discussion because there is a negative, a downside to being too easily pleased, because if you're too easily pleased, then the whole art medium can be dumbed down, and nothing but shovels and shovels of popular crap is what you get. Sort of like reality television. So, in a sense, it's kind of bad to be too easily pleased, but for me, I like playing games for fun. So, the fun factor is my main consideration with a game's overall value, and Monster Rancher 4, other than this grinding garbage, is very, very fun. I can forgive graphics and sound and what have you. It's the same reason why I can't stand Call of Duty. Like, I can respect it. I do respect Call of Duty. But I don't find first-person shooters, especially competitive first-person shooters, all that fun. So, it can be as pretty and as well-acted, which it's not, but it can be as well-acted as it wants to be, and just, just I don't like. I don't want to waste my time with games that are just I say while playing a 15-year-old PlayStation 2 game, but whatever. Isn't 15 years already? Where's my case? I think I looked it up once. Wait, who is this? Okay, I don't need the beam. Aerith learns Milky Way. Okay. I'm glad I'm getting all these moves for her, because it's telling me... See, she's getting nothing but green moves. I need to switch her over to intelligence training instead of power training. That's been really the main reason I came in here with her. Having a direction for how to train her is always good. You always want a plan for your peeps. So I'm going to check her numbers after this fight, and I'm going to make her current goal 5 levels above for intelligence rounded up. And that will probably be best for her. Maybe being the Kasumi type affects what she started with. Because I'm not sure most pixies start with those physical attacks. I thought they usually have to learn them later, but I could also be mistaken. I am by no means a Monster Rancher expert. That's what I have you guys in the comments for, you know? You all are my experts. Okay, you are at intelligence level 7, so adding 5 is 12, and rounding up would be 15. Okay, so we have a goal for Aerith, and now I keep changing the pronunciation of her name and don't know how it's actually pronounced. Anyway, well, actually, I think her namesake commented in one of the videos the proper pronunciation, and I have already forgotten it, because I have a terrible short-term memory, which is amazing because I don't do any drugs. I just suck at memory, apparently. What the hell? Oh, dirt surge. What? Loza, dig in the dirt. Yay! What do we get? We have a silver nugget. It's a lot of money that we don't need, since we're already crazy rich. That's alright. Camera. Well, so far this is going a lot better than it did the last time we were down here in the volcano. Holy crap. Got our asses handed to us by that one thing in the purple gate. Of course, we'll probably have to still face him at some point, so I still have to be ready to run away. Although, again, the main reason we're down here, other than Aerith's thing... Oh, God. Jeez, man, you hit hard. Or our defense is just so garbage. Anyway, remember, the other thing we're down here for is to get the Fire Lore trait on Loza. So if we get that Fire Lore trait, I'm going to get out of here as fast as I can, because that's all I care about. Water Surge. Woot. Kasumi's going swimming. Reminds me, I need to play some Dead or Alive Extreme 2 again, because I have a sad existence. I don't know. I really don't. I never judge people for games like that, because I play them myself. Hell, I just downloaded Honey Pop, and I was gonna play that for the channel, and then realized how bad of an idea that was gonna be. But anyway, I never disparage anyone for what kind of games they play, even cheesecake games. We all need a little cheesecake in our lives, right? Right. It'd just be awesome if there was a quality. Like, I could actually get into a Dead or Alive game that featured the dudes, too. Not that I would be interested in the dudes, but, like, I don't know, man. If you're going to have a game of just a bunch of, or the 10 ladies in tiny bikinis, you may as well have the dudes in there, too. I'm sure a bunch of ladies and some guys would like to see Zack in a thong. Oh, God, I just gave myself mental damage. I have to wash my brain out with bleach. Wow, I wandered way off the topic of this game. That happens. That happens when you've already beaten it and have nothing to talk about with the current game. Of course. Scratch. Somersault. Boof. And accurate somersault for no reason. Just to mix it up. Oxygen. Feels so good to be able to breathe through my nose, you have no idea. My face is usually half congested. It'd be like if you had to spend your entire day holding your breath half the time instead of breathing, because half of my face is always congested during this time of year, or later this time than this time of year usually. So it's very unpleasant. I need to go to a doctor one of these days and actually try to get a permanent solution, or a mainly permanent solution. My dad takes injections every year because of it, so I've thought about doing that too, but I just can't afford it. Even with insurance, I can't really afford it. And as much as I love you guys, and as much as I love YouTube, the channel does not make me that much money. I am no Markiplier or Game Grumps, so I cannot afford to go to the doctor. Walmart wages only take you so far. It is what it is. Alright, I think we got to floor 5 or 6 the last time. And then we got stuck on the one dude who took down Jack, and we were screwed. Hopefully we can avoid that this time. Man, I'm not intentionally trying to find dead ends for treasures, but I'm running into them a lot. Like I said, I mean, I guess experience points are good, but I don't want to spend episodes down here. Luckily, since we're already as far along as we are, this is only going to last at least one, or maximum one more episode. Unless I'm taken down so hard that like, if we're taken down now, then I'll have to go back in eventually to get Fire Lore. Okay, that's unnecessary, but we'll take it. Boof. And boof. Thanks for playing, Loza, even though you didn't do that much damage. New Jack probably won't heal ring. That doesn't seem very useful outside of a team battle. Recover life. Okay. Well, I guess she's gonna heal herself then. Eh, whatever. Usually pixies don't last long enough to pull off any shit like that, but who knows, maybe Kasumi will be different. I can hope. Is that like half a swastika that I'm forming? Because I'm slightly uncomfortable with that. I always forget which direction swastika arms bend. The only reason I'm thinking about that is I had talked about that with a friend of mine at work. For reasons I'm not going to get into because it'd be too convoluted. But anyway, like, the swastika is obviously a very famous symbol for all the wrong reasons. And yet, I always forget which direction the arms bend. and I don't know why. Probably because I don't care enough to memorize it. Wow, this went places, and luckily the place that it has gone now is the end of the episode. Whew, saved by the bell. So we're going to head to the 5th floor after this battle tomorrow. So thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you tomorrow for another episode.